Chris, how about you?
It was a week of where I saw some ups and downs in my weights, but progressing negative, within range. So going about as expected, I think. I'm still averaging below my target in terms of calories,
See that?
and my macros are off a little bit. I'm generally high on carbs and low on protein.
Mm-hmm.
Fat is relatively close,
Yep.
but I know one of the aspects is to maybe try to move your protein up closer to your target weight or trend towards that. So
Yep.
that's still riding on the low side. Carbs are on the high side, but I guess I'm working at it. And but everything is, I mean, going as planned. I think it's right now for this week I'm down 1.2, and it's Sunday. It isn't Tuesday. I've got another day here, but
Yeah. Hey, Chris, is it okay if I do a quick share on your data sheet?
say that again.
Is it okay if I do a screen share on your data sheet?
Sure.
Okay. Because there's some new people on the call today, or at least, some new people coming up on my plate. And I just kind of want to point out some things. I'm going to use your Excel sheet to do, so I just got to find it real quick. I have it on my phone, but okay, I'm gonna go to screen share and let me know if you can see this. Can you see your sheet?
Do not. Now we do.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go to your data averages tab. So this is a reminder for everyone. We always go to the data averages to assess progress each week and to determine if any adjustments need to be made. So what I like about what you just said, Chris, and I think we talked about this last week, and we've talked about this a couple of times in past calls, and I was just talking about with Jeannie, progress, not perfection, right? It can be easy to get caught up in perfectionism of hitting these targets right on the dot, and if you don't, thinking like, oh, I blew it, or like, oh, my weight's not going to move. It's just so not true. Like, we have these targets as a guide to give us direction and to be intentional with our nutrition. And as long as we're doing that, regardless, we're going to see the weight go up and down. But the big picture is always like, are we still achieving the goal? And so with your data, that you said, this was a week where you kind of saw ups and downs with your weight, but look what your average is at, right within your range, right? So you had ups and downs with your weight, but you lost 1.2, which is perfectly within your range. And look at this again. I'm saying this again, right? Every week we continue to see a negative. Like, I love how this is repeatedly coming out of my mouth. This is it, right? This is the big picture. So yeah, maybe things are off a little bit with the actual targets, but there's still progress being made. And overall, pretty dang good consistency. And then boom, right? This is the big picture. Always looking here first. And then, this stuff is going to come with time. Learning how to hit your protein and get that consistent. Learning how to, get your carbs where they're at and their fats down and whatnot. All that stuff is just a process, and it takes time. It's a learning curve for everyone. So as you guys are continuing to go through this process, or if you're just starting this process, keep this stuff in mind, right? You do your absolute best to hit those targets. It's okay if it's not perfect. At the end of the week, what happens, right? Even with imperfection, we still see, boom, weights drop and perfectly in the range. And this is it. This is the process. So this is cool. I like your data. Looks good.
I'm expecting at some time here, though, I'll plateau or flatten off, or stop losing, and that's when it'll start to get more interesting. But right now, it just kind of keeps doing exactly what it's supposed to. So I'm going to keep riding the wave for a while.
Exactly. That is perfect. So as long as it's working, you just keep doing what you're doing, right?
Yep.
Just want to repeat what's working for you. So. And this is just part of trusting the process and respecting time, right? It's 4 months for a reason, because, you know, your body needs time to go through these changes. And sure, there's certainly truth to, at some point your weight might plateau. Do you remember the slogan of Calories and Confidence? Like our motto?
Keep your calories as high as possible for as long as possible.
Yep. So the second part of that statement, the for as long as possible, is exactly the point of like when you may hit a plateau, right? So
Yep.
we've made this transition from week 1. You're working towards keeping those calories as high as possible. And you just keep doing that for as long as your body will allow. And then at some point, your weight will likely level out. And that's how we know we've reached as long as possible, right? And at that point, we can say, okay, we've reached this point in the process, so now we have to make an intentional change or an intentional cut to see more change. And that's just, that is exactly the process. That's what I'm trying to say there. So, cool. And here's the other thing. You may not ever see that happen. Your body might respond off of these calories all the way through the 12 weeks. I've seen it happen before. You know, as long as your body is responding well, you just keep doing what you're doing and just let it ride out for as long as it will. Cool.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, right? It's so fun when you start going through this process and just seeing it work just through trusting and giving it time and just like, look at this. You know, look at that difference in weight. That's awesome. That's incredible. And you're only in week 4. You know, we've got, how many, 8 weeks to go? Like, it's cool. It's very fun. Okay. Any questions for me from you guys?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Thanks so much for showing up and continuing to show up. It really does pay off. And thank you for letting me use your data sheet to do a little screen share here. So,
No problem.
okay.